Yeah, that was a carryover from that because that was big, like early
Mm-hmm.
2020s.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing that, man. To claw your eyes out, claw your back up type thing. That's what that was all about, man.
Dude, I know I was nitpicking and all, and to each their own, but I can't stand them nails. I know we're getting sidetracked, but I gotta put this out there. Ladies, the nails, them eyelashes, no dude has ever said, you know what? Yeah, put on more nails, put on more eyelashes. No dude in the history of mankind has ever said that. I'm just saying.
It's
But
like
with that being,
it is like 400,000 dudes that have probably said that in actuality, man. For it to be
I hope
like that, it
nah,
has.
that's
Not
I think that's
not
strict.
brothers like yourself, not like
Nah,
not like
I think that's strictly a female thing, fam.
not people of your ilk, not like that, but other other people.
Trust and believe we're coming out with merchandise that says
It's already
people of
trademarked.
you.
It's already
Yeah,
trademarked. Don't even
we
try
already
it.
got that joint,
Don't
yo.
even
We
try
already
it.
got that.
Wait till April. It's dropping.
Yeah, we covered. We covered. Oh man, that's tough. But I will say this in all seriousness. Um, the devotion, the respect, the admiration they have for each other, while they're angry at each other, I don't know. That's unparalleled because I don't know how you could remain composed when you hear, oh, you went to go see your
Actually,
ex-husband,
ex husband. Yeah.
and he gave you a gift, and it's been in our house, and I've been looking at this thing wondering like, why is this here?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a radio, which
Yeah.
means it might have a some type of listening device on it.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I was thinking immediately. Yep.
I'm,
Yeah. I was thinking that.
I'm just, and you withheld this from me, and you, what's the term that the younger generation use? Gaslit or gaslighting,
Yeah.
into believing that there was something wrong with me and wanting this cat not to be in the mix.
Yeah. That there's yeah, that's interesting, right? Like the whole thing.
Yeah,
The time travel part, right? Time travel is a funny thing in movies, man.
yeah,
Different movies have tried to work out like
yeah.
how does that work exactly. This movie kind of goes at it in a much different way because it turns time travel into something that like anyone can really access if you can pay for it.
Yeah,
And
and
that's got some real like bugged out effects, like including this idea that Tommy, like Orlando Bloom's character, has been messing with their timeline repeatedly in the past,
not
and
once,
like
not twice.
right, and has erased some critical details from their lives that we, the audience, knows, but like they're not aware of. So like you see it when they change the dog Charlie, so it changes from a dog
To
to a
cat.
cat, and it's funny because like the other character was Leslie Odom's character's name is
His name is Nick.
Nick. Nick realized like, yo, I'm not a dog person. I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person, right? But the real crazy part is that he's actually already erased their children.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the real villainy of the whole
Wicked.
thing that
No, because that
they
leads
don't
to
even
another
remember.
important. Yeah, that leads to an important question for him because it's like he says, "Hey, what if we had kids?" And she's like, "We'd remember that." But then one of the tenets is,
You don't
if you
remember.
can remember someone, then there hasn't been a time shift. But then it comes back to his ex girlfriend Alex, who later becomes his wife in another alternate reality, I guess, if you will. She has kids, and it had left me wondering, like, was he is he infertile? And then in turn, is that the reason why they don't have kids right away? But then it flashes to the kids
And
joint.
then you realize it
So
was
it's like, it has him questioning who he is as a man.
yeah.
What does he define as manhood? So throughout the movie, it's like 1 minute he's questioning if he can be vulnerable with his wife. Then he's questioning if he had children and what it means to be a father. Then he's questioning, his interaction with his sister. Is he a good brother? Because when he says to her, "Hey, how I'm taking it," essentially he says, "I'm taking advice to you, but you've never been in a relationship before. Make that make sense." And she's like, "That's a messed up thing to say." Click.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when it happens to her, she's like, "You know what? You were right." So now, from a leadership standpoint, he's questioning himself.
So is it clear to you that the sister and her friend, the one who died in the rock crash, but she brought back, that they were in a romantic relationship?
Oh,
That was
that's part
exactly
of
how you.
my what you call it. Since, but we could segue
Oh
in a
no no
way that
don't
I
I
could.
don't want to spoil that. I don't want to spoil it. No
Yeah.
spoilers yet. No, okay, cool. Because I was trying to figure out that one out for sure. Like there's a couple of there's a couple of hanging threads in there, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, all right. That's
yeah, I noticed you peeped that in the pre-production meeting about some excuse me, some dangling threads
yeah.
that didn't
Hang,
provide the closure,
hanging
and some
chads.
so I was
Hang,
just like,
hanging chads for those people from the '90s, man. They remember
yeah,
that expression.
we we're on the same wavelength. So I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
But
So then like so it's like it's like interesting. It becomes like this time travel correction kind of thing, kind of story
yeah,
where Nick is going back to try to reset time without necessarily knowing exactly what it is that he's trying to do. And there's something about like he has this enduring feeling that things are not the way that they should be, and I think that's like what drives him, which I actually think is actually a pretty clever part in the movie because it allows him to, I think, be like the obvious protagonist. He's sort of a creator and the he's antagonist and protagonist in a way in this joint, but it's like his hero arc is how does he set things right?
and it's funny you mentioned that because my pushback would be he's the only one who's aware of what should and shouldn't be. And
Yes.
he does have a plan at all times.